Hello, but welcome back to some more Tekkit Classic Survival Island. In the last episode, we finally upgraded all of our stuff to dark matter. We have some dark matter armor, dark matter pickaxe, and a dark matter sword. And that should stop us having any problems killing mobs at the moment, and especially when we upgrade this to a red matter sword with the use of 2 red matter and then to a red guitar a little bit later. You know, we're not going to have any issues pretty much ever again with mobs, so we should be good when it comes to that. So in the last episode, obviously we created that. We've been making you know, this thing make us some diamonds in here, and then we have the one in here with the dark matter, and we are actually quite close to making dark matter, but we are not going to worry about that for the moment because I want to work for collectors and antimatter relays today. Now, as far as I'm aware, we need 4 of these and 12 of these, and we aren't required to use much. We have obsidian, glass, and blocks of diamonds, so we need, 16 blocks of diamonds to do what we need to do here, and then a bunch of obsidian and some glowstone, which, you know, shouldn't be too difficult. And it's always a case of, you know, the more we produce here, the more we do now currently, the quicker we're going to be producing more in the very near future. So I am going to quickly turn all of that into another diamond block. Not actually much, is it, when you think about it? And what we're going to do for the moment is I'm going to create the 4 antimatter relays, and then I'll just work on the collectors, because then I can guarantee that I've already done those and can just continue working on these. And yeah, they're a little bit cheaper, I think, technically. Well, actually, overall, they're quite a lot cheaper. 74 and then 82, because it requires, yeah, the obsidian compared to having glowstone instead, but requiring a furnace here. So, we just need, as I said, glass, obsidian, and diamond block. So we've got that. We need one of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then, luckily we have a product table, so we can just do that. And that's going to make 4 of these lovely antimatter relays. We need to make a bunch of glowstone. So let's see if we can make some of that. And that is going to get us some nice stuff. Let's take these 2 furnaces whilst we're here, because we can't make much more, can we? We need a few more. So what we can do, I think I turned it off, which kind of sucks, but oh no, I have some in here, which is good. So we'll just make some of these. Let's just bring this back. Right, let's just make a bunch of furnaces. 24 should be good. And then it's that. Oh, that would help if I actually did it properly. Right, there we are. So that should now create 5 of those. And we need the energy condenser, which is right here. So let's just quickly pick you up. And we've got to think of somewhere to put it. So I think putting it here is going to be a good time. Also, I think it's dark now, so we should be able to sleep this rain away, which will be a good thing. Hopefully we can you know, have some nice quiet time instead of having, you know, all the rain in the world. And basically how this is going to work is we're going to have, for the moment we'll do it above ground just because we've got to add to it later, but we're going to have that. We're going to have the 4 antimatter relays here, and then we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, going up to 16 blocks, 17 including the energy condenser here. But this is now going to be producing a bit of EMC at least. So it's always passively running in the background, which is good. And we can actually end up speeding it up by obviously upgrading with dark matter and red matter collectors and tearing those up, but also putting glowstone on here, because currently it's working with the daylight, but it won't work too well in the nighttime. Did that make a chicken? Of course it did. I don't need more chickens in this world. Have you seen the map? How many does it look like there are? Far too many, that's the answer. So, right, let's set you up. Nope, that's not what I need. And then I just need more glowstone, which we can kind of make with this. That's kind of the plan. So that will now create more glowstone for us. passively just over a little bit of time. What I'm more likely going to do is just go take that and then just change this to be diamond, or change this to be glowstone, and then just do that. That makes sense to me for the moment, because then we've got some blocks of glowstone and blocks of diamond going, and everything works. Oh. Yeah, we can just possibly make a few more of these. We need, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more diamond blocks. So I'm going to wait until I have enough for all that. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of time just waiting for that. But, you know, we are making quite a decent amount. And then what we can do is we can set that to be making the dark matter in the background. And then just leave this open for a little bit. So we need 4 more. And then, yeah, once we've done that, we can, you know, upgrade to red matter. And then as soon as we've done that, as soon as we're making red matter, we're going to get something that's a whole lot quicker than this. And, yeah, so we shouldn't be sticking with, you know, a power flower, which is what this basically is, for a very long time. Now, you can, I think, do make this even better by putting ones on the lower, like, below these antimatter relers. Though the one I saw on the wiki didn't do that, but I always used to do it, and I'm not sure if there's a noticeable difference. So I'm actually going to see if I can notice any difference, even though it has been quite a few years since I have ended up, you know, using a power flower and doing anything with one. So I think I need to now take you away with me, because I don't think I can see any being made. And what are you making? You can be making the dark matter for the moment. And at least this, you know, gets us making more out of it just being, you know, here, instead of us having to constantly do this, not only, but, you know, transferring, like, you know, getting mushrooms stew and, you know, compared to wooden bowls and stuff. So it will take a while, especially to get to 139,264, but it will be worth it in the end, especially when it's tier 3. So we are still waiting on these. So I guess I am going to, actually for the moment, we're going to do this. Now, something I'm also planning to do when we get this up and running, and more I think likely going to happen when we get it to at least tier 1, or tier 2 rather, or mark 2 rather, is I want to possibly get a high voltage solar array set up. I actually, as a like end game sort of thing, want to have a, I don't know if I mentioned this before, just like a platform out here that is just constantly making and creating high voltage solar arrays. Just have a high voltage solar array factory with, you know, constant energy condensers, tier 3, making a bunch of stuff. And that'll be kind of my end game sort of thing. I'll do all these quests and stuff, and I'll complete everything there. I'll be basically unkillable. I'll one-shot everything. I'll be fine in that regard. And then I'll just have that, because I always feel like... I feel like high voltage solar arrays are the hardest thing to make in this game, or in this mod pack. Or at least the thing that takes the most time, that is most useful. I think I think this thing is actually the most expensive thing to make, because you require 2 Klein Star Omegas at full charge to make it. But yeah, there is not much use, as there's use of 1 in that. Maybe we'll try and get it. I mean, to be fair, when you've got everything set up, a Klein Star Omega, it's just time rather than a lot of setup, because you just have to charge 2 Klein Star Omegas. Those are easy, you know, and you just need 4 of those, or in this case you need 2 of these, so 8 of these, so, you know, 16 of these, so 32 of those, so 64 of those, so 128 Kleinstar Eins in order to do that, and then you just need to charge it up to 225 million RF, which, I mean, how much is the red matter? 500,000, so you require, what, 50, you know, 50-ish? 50-ish red matter. Right. Either way, enough of us babbling on now. We now have these 4. So this should be producing even quicker. We're at 12,000. I know it's not great, as I said, but we've not actually been here that long with it working. And all we need to basically do now is, especially since it's closer, we just need to be transferring over these and going wha-bang. And what we need to do is we need to get more glowstone, but also we need 16 dark matter. So I think what I'll do is I will wait until we get 16 dark matter. I want to get it to tier 2. I think today that'll be a good plan, I think. And then tier 3, obviously we'll focus on that when we actually get to red matter, which we currently can't aren't at, because I feel like it would be weird as our first making and using of red matter to be making this thing. I want our first red matter to definitely be just in here with a dark matter ready to use afterwards. I need to sort out. There you are. And we definitely need more power, which is why we need a high voltage solar array if we can. That would be, a nice addition if we could have that. But yeah, what I'm going to do is I will just wait until I have enough stuff. I have to wait till I have 16, was it? What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 dark matter. Let's just wait around for a little bit and, do that when we get to it. And then I just need some glowstone afterwards, which I'm sure we'll be able to easily make, especially with all this stuff here. And that'll then be producing even quicker, dark matter for the future red matter endeavors. Okay, so a little bit later, and we finally have 16 dark matter. And during that time, I also just collected all the obsidian and glowstone I need. Hopefully it's enough, because, it's over a stack. I'm hoping that's good enough. I definitely think it's going to be enough obsidian, just maybe not glowstone-wise. So what we need to do is just quickly throw these in here, throw that up there, and then just do that now. Looking at it, I'm looking like, yeah, it's probably not enough glowstone, so let's make some more and get some of the diamond blocks that are in here. Let's get this out of here. That should be enough. Let's hope it's enough. Yeah, I don't need to put that glowstone, or don't need to put that diamond back in there. Right, that's 12 of those done. Then we just got this to go. Hopefully that's fine. Yep. And there we are. We are now upgraded to Mark II collectors and antimatter relays. Let's put these here. And we'll hopefully be able to see a real difference now in this. And also, these collectors will have a slightly higher light level that they give out, which means they function a little bit better when it's the nighttime. But you can see that's actually... Yeah, I don't know if it's too noticeable to you on video, but to me, having had to stare at this for a little while whilst waiting for, this to happen, it's definitely quite fast. It does look quite slow because of dark matter taking so long, but if we were to put, say, like a diamond, let's just put a regular diamond in there. Let's say 1 diamond, it's quite quick. And when it gets to dark matter, it's going to, go a bit slower. But when we get to a red matter stuff, red matter tier, the tier 3 collectors and stuff like that, it's gonna be enough glowstone light level wise to not require the glowstone to be there, and just generally will be a lot faster. So that'll be fun for when we get that. And then we also have something else to make to get a lot of EMC and a lot of stuff done when we get to some red matter level stuff. And also when I get a high voltage solar array, which the plan is, or at least maybe a few of them, possibly, what I want to do as well is set up multiple macerators on the same system, and, creating something. There was a video I saw where someone had created one that makes 6 red matter a minute. Don't know if that could be improved on. I think rotary macerators might be a better thing. You just have to make sure they get started and constantly working, but shouldn't be too difficult to get to and use and have that happening, as this is always on now. But as soon as we get some high voltage solar arrays and stuff, and maybe some redundant power in the background just in case, such as these lava fabricators, we'll just have a 64 set of those, and we'll have them set into a separate MFSU most likely, and then put into the main MFSU just as a backup power, setting everything up perfectly fine there. So I think that'll be good, but that is all for the future, and so is our factory that we will be making, which is also going to require more high voltage solar arrays to power the machines that are making the high voltage solar arrays, so it's going to be an interesting time. But that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next episode where we might get to red matter, and we might make that, you know, other thing for EMC, but maybe we'll just get started on that high voltage solar array, or maybe we'll do that after the power flower has reached its final tier. But thanks for watching, guys. As I said, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.